Hello.
I wasn't expecting you at all. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Would you like to come sit down?
I would love to. How was your day?
It was okay. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready to jump right in?
Sure.
What are your favorite things in your office?
Favorite things in my office? One would be my painting. So one of my art teachers at Bedford, actually, when I first started here that summer, painted it for me and then came by and dropped it off. And I just thought it was really sweet. And it just reminds me of all the kids that I've ever had in the last 20 years. But it's just nice to have something personal. And then I actually have, it's behind my Kleenex box, but I have a picture of one of my classes. And the kids actually gave me that at the end of that school year. And it was just one of those classes, sometimes teachers will know this, just sometimes you get that class, the whole class gels together and just creates this culture of just fun and support. And it was a really fun class. And so it was really sweet. And so I've always kept the picture they gave me at the end of the year. So yeah, I'd say those two are my biggest things.
Why did you decide to go into education?
So I actually wanted to do pre-vet. And since I was like 6 years old, and my freshman year at the University of Minnesota, they made me take a class on dirt. And so I decided I did not want to do pre-vet. And so I didn't know what I wanted to do for a long time. And so eventually my dad actually said, because I was going to go into finance and I'm not a math person, you know, you need to do what you love and the money will come later. Like you'll make money later. And I was like, all right, well, English or it's like social studies, history. Which one do I want to do? So I chose English. And then when I graduated with that degree, I was like, well, what do I do now? And so I tried teaching. And I loved it. I loved it more than I ever thought I would. So that's how I got into it.
Yeah. And what would your dream job be if you weren't in education?
If I wasn't in education, probably like something like exercise physiology or like sports science. Yeah.
Which is better, tea or coffee?
Coffee. That's easy.
How many cups of coffee did you have today?
Today, I've only had 3.
Oh. Who microwaves the most fish?
I probably do. Not too often, but once in a while, like leftover salmon from T-bones or something.
Have you ever had any complaints?
Actually, no.
Ooh.
Yeah. If it's stinky, they could complain. I'd buy a microwave and stick it in my office.
What's one trait that all teachers share?
Patience.
Mm.
You can't be a teacher unless you have some patience.
What is the best question you've been asked by a student?
Oh gosh. Probably, are we gonna have a snow day? Which I can't always answer because I don't call those.
Who is your favorite student?
All of you.
That's it?
So me?
Yes.
What's your favorite piece of furniture in the core?
The couch.
Why?
Yeah. Because the 3 gentlemen that snuck a couch in here one morning, I think it was early September. They're actually very good about it, and I showed them the tag. I sent them the picture of the tag that they actually needed because to be fireproof. That's code. That's the law. So for the law, they did take the couch out, and it took them a little while. But they were able to find a couch. It's actually really cool. I've only sat in it a couple of times, but it's very comfortable.
After students leave, how often do you nap on the couch?
Not often.
How do you feel about eating pie in the senior corps?
Not good.
What makes you angry?
Pie.
What's your Duolingo streak?
Oh, I don't have my phone with me. Hold on, what am I up to? I think today would be 1,077 or 1,078.
Oh, geez.
Yep.
Why did you start doing Duolingo?
COVID. So I actually took French for 6 years and into college and started dreaming in French. And then when I quit taking it, I forgot. Like I haven't used it in 28 years or whatever it is. So then when COVID started, I was like, I can do this for like 10 minutes a night. And then once I had like the 100-day streak going, I couldn't let it stop. So.
Can you say something to me in French?
Oui. Je parle en français un peu. Et toi?
What does that mean?
I speak French a little. And you?
Are you going to join the Teachers New French Club?
I would like to. Yeah. If they start it, I would like to. Because the part I'm not good at is coming up like with a sentence off the bat. But I can read it really well and get the context. Yeah.
How do you create a club in the school?
You see Mr. McMahon. McMahon. Oh my gosh. Mr. McCann. Mr. McMahon's at Pinkerton.
If you could create any club, what would it be?
Triathlon club.
So we're going into the sauna staircase. Why is it always so wonderfully hot in here?
It's really not that hard right now.
Yeah, what the heck?
One time. Actually, I need to ask that question because someone told me it was because of plumbing, so it doesn't freeze. But I need to actually, and that was, I should have asked Jasmine. That's who that was. But yeah, so I need to ask that question still.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how hot would you say it is in here today?
Right now, it's like a 1.
Yeah.
That's like the first.
When it is hot, do you ever come in here and pretend you're on a beach vacation?
I do.
Are you a good cook?
Most of the time.
Do your kids agree?
Most of the time. Especially pancakes. Pancakes are good. Have you guys ever heard of cheese pancakes?
No, I've never heard of cheese pancakes.
Most people haven't. My grandma, she's from Switzerland,
Mm-hmm.
and I grew up on cheese pancakes. I'm an expert cheese pancake maker.
Oh. Is that like your favorite thing to make?
On Saturday mornings, yep.
Oh, every Saturday
Oh,
morning?
pretty much. Well, so I still have a kiddo at home, so every Saturday we still do pancakes.
The Best Buddies Club meets in here.
Yes.
And many members are on unified teams. A little birdie told me that you've coached unified before.
I have.
What unified sports? did you
Track
coach?
and field. So I helped start the unified track and field team, our events and stuff at Pinkerton.
What other sports did you coach?
Cross country and indoor track.
Who do you coach with at the school?
Here?
Yeah.
Mr. Asardi.
What's your favorite memory from coaching with Mr. Rishardi?
Probably at D2s. He's so energetic. He would like run across to make sure he saw like somebody go jump at long jump, and he would run across over here and make sure he got to the sprints, and he would run back over here and he would like watch the 55, and he would run over there and he would like look at make sure see what the times were and the speeds and everything where they placed, and just always positive, always smiling, always energetic. And one of the kids at the meet was actually he put the hurdles, like he's helping like stack the hurdles and like so get ready for everything. And one of the kids, I overheard him talking to 3 or 4 other boys. He was like, "This is why we're who we are." And he was pointing at Coach Rishardi and just like the energy and enthusiasm and positivity and helping, and yeah, it was awesome.
How many years have you been running?
Oh my gosh, since I was 15, so way long time.
What is your favorite theme for the sports games?
I did not realize they always had themes, because I know they do the blackout and the whiteout, but I didn't know they, like one time I think I knew they did neon, but they tricked me, like for the volleyball D2 championship, I didn't know they were doing a blackout or whiteout, and I wore all blue. So I probably need to pay better attention to that. So I'll pay attention to what the themes are.
What's your most embarrassing high school memory?
I don't know that I have one.
You can borrow some of mine.
Well, so I was in marching band for 3 years in high school. I played the flute. Did you?
Yeah.
Do you?
I used to, yeah.
Okay, I played it for 7 years.
Oh my
I quit my
gosh.
senior year. The band director, I didn't like a decision he made, so I went to the yearbook. Got all my friends in the yearbook. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I mean, I did trip and fall one time, but it was a band practice. It was not on like the marching field, so I got up. But I guess I could count.
What is one thing you wish you knew in high school?
Life is only beginning after high school. Like, yeah. High school is not what defines you at all.
Are you competitive?
Very.
Can we race?
Yes.
Who won your race?
We tied.
So fun.
Didn't pull anything.
No injuries.
No warm up, no injuries.
How many years were you an English teacher?
13.
What was your favorite lesson to teach?
So at the end of the year, we would do this huge, what we called a multi-genre project. And so kids had an independent reading book that they read besides like what we did in class. But they would choose 3 topics. You could read Pillars of the Earth and decide to research cathedrals or like medieval times or, horse and buggy, whatever the things were you were super interested in. And then that became the basis of their project. But it was really creative, and some of the stuff kids made, and it was just amazing. So it was always fun to do their presentations at the end, because they actually ended up teaching everybody else about what they had learned about their favorite topic or like item or whatever it was. So it was really cool.
What style of writing do you prefer?
research. I'm a nerd. So I'm an English teacher, and poetry's good, but it's not my thing. So I love research and like the whole like delving into in-depth stuff.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite book?
Pillars of the Ocean.
Mm.
What are you?
What are you reading right now?
Well, so I'm doing my EDD, so I haven't read a book for pleasure in about 3 years, I'm sad to say. So right now I'm actually reading a book about appreciative inquiry.
Oh.
Yes.
From your favorite book,
Yep.
do you relate to any of the characters?
No, not necessarily.
Is there one that you feel like, is there one that's your favorite?
Think about that for a second. Yeah, there's like a big sister. Like, so I have a lot of siblings. There's a big sister in there who ends up, she's like one of the main characters throughout the whole thing. So I would relate to her in that fashion of like how she takes care of the family and decisions she makes that way and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. What is your favorite place to read in the library?
Ooh, sweet.
What's the last book you checked out in the library?
I've actually never checked out a book.
Oh.
Not in here. So over there in that corner, like a little gray.
In the single.
outside. This gets a little bright sometimes to be able to read. Yeah, trifocals.
What TV show are you binging right now?
I literally this weekend with my parents just binged 1923. I love Yellowstone.
What is inspiring you right now?
So for my project, for my EDD it's really about student success. So the book I'm reading, Appreciative Inquiry, is it's a kind of a method on how to help make group decisions, do different things, but it's all about student success. So the stuff I'm researching, I really like because hopefully it will be good for kids, be good for teachers, be good for me, help implement some stuff. But so I guess kids, because student success is there.
What did you major and minor in college?
I majored in English and I minored in art.
What's your preferred medium of art?
Charcoal.
Have you charcoaled anything recently?
I have not. Oh, it's probably been, oh my gosh. Did I even do anything when I was still at Bedford? It's probably been like 7 years or so since I've really drawn.
What's your favorite color?
It used to be red, but after living in New Hampshire for 19 years, it is now green.
What is your most played song of 2022?
Probably The Greatest Showman. I listened to the whole thing over and over and over again. It really gets you pepped up for school.
What's your favorite musical?
The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
I want to see Hamilton.
Oh, you haven't
I
seen
know, I
it?
haven't seen
Hamilton is
Hamilton.
good.
I've heard it's really good. Mr. Pappas just saw it recently.
Oh my gosh. Have you listened to the soundtrack?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
What's your favorite thing about working at Oyster River High School?
You guys.
Aw. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's one thing you want students to know about you?
I'm really not that mean.
All right. Well, thank you for having us at your school.
You're welcome. It's good to see you.
You too. Bye.
Monday night.
Investigating.
Noe.
We'd like to know who microwaves the most fish.
Who microwaves the most fish? That must be Miss Noe.
How does it make you feel when she microwaves fish?
Does it cause tension in the administrative staff?
Yes, it does. Because you know what she does? She eats it in front of us.
Ooh.
Oh.
Miss Noe, what do you have to say about that?
It's very healthy.
Okay.